Hybrid family, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be going over the God Squad that I have assembled right before Season 5. And frankly, this team, the way that they have abilities, the way that they have chemistries, this is almost a team that you can use up until the end of the year, which is kind of crazy to say considering that we're not even in March yet. But let's go ahead, let's get into it. Obviously, as we already know, quarterback one has to be Doug Williams. I understand we have the Patrick Mahomes, we have the Steve McNairs, CJ Stroud, Lamar Jacksons, but for 6 AP and a lighted up token, which I do have on him, you get Unstoppable Gunslinger, Gift Wrap, Set Feet Lead, and also Hot Route Master, and not to mention ×5 Super Bowl Chem. And with that traditional 4 release, overall, just all around a great card, bro. Now for our running back, I am running a Super Bowl / Miami Dolphins theme team. You know, I always got to rep out for the favorite team. So we're on Devontae Chain. He got 97 speed, 97 excel with the legendary sprinter strat item. And for his abilities, I have Freight Train for whatever reason, and also Matchup Nightmare, which also works against corners and also flat zone KO. Right here we have Super Bowl McCaffrey, Energizer 0P, 99 speed, all that good stuff. Right here we have Torrey Holt, stock ability, but for some reason he does get Super Bowl Chem, and so that's what we have on him. And for I think one of our longest players that we done had on the team is right here for this Calvin Johnson with that 0 AP double me that starts on for 8 plays and is out for 8. This card is just amazing. Like, I have yet to find another card or even consider getting another card over this Calvin Johnson. And yes, that's with me saying with that Michael Irvin that just came out, I just don't see the point or the need to go ahead and upgrade and move off of Megatron. Now for our wide receiver number 2, we have MVS right here, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 6'4", 98 speed, 88 jumping, 98 excel, all good route running stats. Like, I've seen people on Twitter even argue that MVS is just as valuable as that 97 overall Michael Irvin. Hey, that's not me saying that, but from a stat standpoint, and if you're running a Super Bowl theme team, I can see where they're coming from. Right here, we do have the MCS Kyle Pitts that we did get from watching the streams. We did not buy that $25 offer. Julius Thomas for our tight end number 2. Like I said, Dolphins theme team right there. He has nothing on him, nothing special at least. And Durham Smythe. Now we do have our right tackle, and I have upgraded him, or he just came with it. 0 AP Secure Protector. Now I was considering using a Secure Protector over there on my left tackle for Andrew Whitworth right here, but instead I use Lynchpin for 1 AP. So far, I'm not really just seeing Lynchpin being all that great of an ability. Even though it says stronger blocking from your offensive line, I have yet to see it. Left guard, Lester Cotton. I mean, Lester Cotton and Robert Hunt. Obviously, they're not the best at their position. They're just here for chemistry purposes. And frankly, I just don't feel the need that, you just need to upgrade those positions because you're going against unstoppable forces anyway. Until we start seeing 0 AP Secure Protector at our guards. And that's about all. There's no need to upgrade those positions when they're going against prelets all game. And yes, I am one of those, as you will be seeing. But for our center, we have Creed Humphrey with that AKA Chem chemistry boost to go ahead and boost our offensive line. And he also has post up for 1 AP. Moving on over here into the defense. And yes, we have a lot of Super Bowl players. Let's go ahead and look at that. We have 57 out of 60, 28 out of 30 for Miami Dolphins Chem. Now, Kevin Byard, he did cost me about $400K to go ahead and level up. I used a BND 93. I used an Elevation High Pass. And then I also used a 96 overall to go ahead and boost him up. Now, what's special about this card is, the stats are okay. Overall, statistically, not better than Ronnie Lott. 5'11", so he's shorter. He's slower, of course. Can't really hit. Don't have better man coverage. But the ability discounts and the abilities that this card can get, I have him up with universal coverage, Genkai, elevated level 3. So it takes 2 plays to come on, or 3 depending on which game mode you play, and essentially it's on for the entire game. And that's going to be every single knockout in the game. And for improved reaction times for shorter passes, we're going to go ahead and put that mid-zone KO and also a 0 AP pick artist. So now I have every single zone coverage in the game plus pick artist, all for 0 AP. Now, my linebackers, they don't really hit the field. I don't run 6'1" all that much, but when I do have Clay Matthews out here with that 0 AP lurk artist. My users are Chuck Howley and also MCS Donald Parham. Shannon Crowder is there for theme team purposes. Leo Chanel, he is also on the other side when I do decide to get in 6'1". Jair Brown is possibly like the best budget option for strong safety if you have the coin stack to afford him. He's about 350K, but with 1 AP deep out or deep zone knockout and also a 0 AP pick artist, you don't get much better than that. Now coming down to our cornerbacks, we have Mr. Herb Adderley with deep zone knockout and also mid zone. Now I wish I could get pick artists on my outside corners with a lot of missed opportunities that I do have. But overall, him and Charvarius Ward both have the same ability stack. Both go into that Super Bowl theme team. Both have like 97, 98 speed. Overall, just a great card. Now for our other 2 cornerbacks, we have Joshua Williams with just 0 AP pick artist. Obviously, he's just a slot corner, and he's going to be playing on the right side of screen and in my dime defense, which is very important because a lot of routes or a lot of quick routes go to the left side of screen, at least from what I be playing, which is why I have Patrick Surtain, which is by far the best slot corner in the game with that 0 AP pick artist and also a 0 AP flat zone. Now, I got this card for about like 500K, or no, I got him for around 400K. I'm not quite sure how much this Patrick Surtain is going for right now, but I heard somebody say he was like 800K, which is absolutely insane. Yes, 848K for Patrick Surtain. He's a good card. He's not worth that though. Now, since we are saving so many ability points with having Byard, Brown, and stuff like that, we can delegate it to our defensive line. Now we have Chase Young out here with no outsiders and also defensive rally. Defensive rally pretty much give you extra pass rush on 3rd and 4th downs, which is going to be essential when it comes to our other 2 primary rushers. Warren Sapp with that lighted up unstoppable force, secure tackler, and inside stuff. We took off our unstoppable force on Matabuki and just put inside stuff on him, saving that extra AP. And for George Karlaftis with that lighted up Colossus X Factor and El Toro and Demoralizer, all for 0 AP. This team is so toxic, and I can understand why it should not be allowed. Now for special teams, we don't really just have anything going on here. Gary Anderson, I think I went over him in a previous or a earlier video, and he is still my primary kicker. Tommy Townsend is there for theme team purposes, and right here you can see how I constructed the team. Slot cornerback number 1 is going to be Patrick Surtain, so that I can have him on the left side of screen. Right rushing in is going to be Chase Young for a lot of those stretches that go out that way, and it also to support Patrick Surtain because he's not that big of a run stopping type of corner. 2 defensive tackles, we got Matta Beast and also Warren, and then we have George Karlaftis, and our 2 users being Chuck Howley and Donald Parham. Now the offense strategies that I use the spread offense, Chiefs defense, legendary sprinter for offensive strat card, and I use zone coverage in the zone for +4 zone for defense. Man, overall, like, it's gonna be hard to go ahead and move off this team, but let me know down below in the comment section on a scale of 1 to 10 how toxic is this team, And let me know what your God squad is looking like, or if you just have a stellar budget squad. I'm curious to see what y'all out here rocking in these streets. But as always, I do love you all tremendously. Make sure you do leave a like, comment, and also hit that subscribe button before you head out. We are inching up on 750 subscribers, but we're not going to let that stop us from our ultimate goal of going ahead and hitting 1,000 subs. But until next time, my brothers and sisters, I'm out.